How bad
Welcome
is
back
corruption
to Media.
in the Nigerian government or in the
I
Nigerian
want
system?
you to listen to Mr. Seun Okinbaloye on his personal channel while he was busy interviewing an anti-corruption czar appointed by the federal government at a time. The name I cannot determine at this time of the broadcast. I got this clip shared with me by another concerned citizen. Either he wants to make a joke of it or he is actually serious to point out the error and the anomaly discussed in this clip. Only God knows. But like a serious person listening to it, this clip, the hairs on your body will stand upright. You will sweat and you will be shaken to the bone. When they say Nigeria is rich, nobody is denying the fact that Nigeria is rich. But the bane of Nigeria is a serious and serious corruption going on, an audacious corruption. And I remember at a time, former Prime Minister of the UK, David Cameron, tagged Nigeria as his fantastic corrupt country. I am coming to you with another episode to show the audacious minds of Nigerians, and that is why some people say there's nothing that you cannot find in Nigeria. The elite stealing in broad daylight, because when you start to say corruption, no, Baba Fela said you are only coloring it up. You're only window dressing, stealing, thievery, pilfering. You're only dressing it up. Why should you call a spade and let the devil be ashamed? Now, I would like you to listen to this. I want to see if you're going to be amazed, because soon, like I said, I will be coming to you to open a big chapter about what I've seen in Nigeria in terms of corruption. It is in this same country that we've seen that a train coach was stolen by a Nigerian to be sold off in another country. Airplane was stolen to be sold off. Sometimes, we said, okay, they steal little items, but the audacity of stealing to take big objects by our politicians, by our elite, the administrators in the civil service, is so homunculus that if this happened in another country, the country will wreck. You remember Olukoyede, the EFCC man, his own recent comment about corruption in the country, that if what is happening in Nigeria happens in another country, the country will die. We all know this, we all realize this, but in actual sense, I want us to sit back and think about the future of Nigeria. If the guys up there are stealing so much like this in every sector, in the Senate, and in the House of Rep, in the presidency, within the ministers and the commissioners and the governors, if they are stealing up to this length, what do we think the younger ones of today that are going to become the leaders of tomorrow are going to be? That is in the sense, if the country even remains before they grow old. The stealing is too much. So surprising to hear this man revealing what is revealing like this. And we're saying we have a country. Yes, we have a country, but we don't have people. I am really so sorry to hear this expose. Listen to it yourself. And afterwards, join me in the comment section and let us discuss if you think it's all right. If you think it is justified. Meet me there. Thank you.
How bad is corruption in the Nigerian government or in the Nigerian system?
Some of the things I recovered were returned back to, the people will recover those things from. For instance, there was this case of somebody will recover 80 S-class Mercedes-Benz car, brand new. Houses, farms, motorcycles, and so forth. In a house in Jabi, under information, we got intelligence, and we went there, we saw all those things. I wrote to the customs, the DG of customs, do these people pay custom duties on these vehicles? 80 brand new S-Class, armored plated. The CG of customs said no, they didn't pay. I wrote to Federal Inland Revenue Service. Did these people pay tax? If you are importing, if you have this kind of vehicles, if you have money to buy this kind of vehicles, they should pay enormous tax to the Nigerian government. They said no, they don't have any record of them paying tax. So we went to court. We got an order of official, and then the court asked us to, we should take custody of those things. It's interim for official pending the hearing of the case. So I did it. I did a memo to the Attorney General to brief him of what we were doing. But later on, the Attorney General said that all the cases are investigated. They never mandated me. One of them was, came through Panama Papers. You know about the Panama Papers? Mm-hmm. A Nigerian senator, former military governor, was mentioned that he has properties in offshore islands. Since I didn't have the structures to investigate this issue, which is overseas, I went to the DG, NIA, said, look, please, let us work together to do this investigation. And they did the investigation. The report was sent to me. I sent one to the president and I sent one to the Attorney General that this man has over 200 million pounds in the offshore islands.
A former governor, a sitting senator.
He's no longer in the Senate.
No, at the time.
At that time, he was a sitting senator. But he had been president of the Nigerian Senate.
But nothing happened.
Not till today. What of the $69 billion? I got a letter, I didn't prompt them, from an American law firm saying that they have assets or access to a bank account in Texas that has over 69 billion US dollars. Proceeds from stolen crude oil. And the 9 billion, 69, the proceeds from the crude oil is 60 billion. The 9 billion is, they mentioned the name, Patrick Aziza, who was National Security Advisor. And I thought it was beyond me, so I wrote to the president that this is what this firm has, alleged. Yes. That they are asking for money, that if we make some payment available, that they will give us the orders of the account number, the bank accounts, and so forth and so on. So I went to the president and said, approve, so that we can recover this money. 69 billion, it's a lot of money. Of course, nothing came out of it.
Up to now.
I also did a letter to Attorney General to brief him. But do you know what he said? The day he saw my wife, he laughed in a very sarcastic manner. I think Obla claimed that he would recover 69 billion US dollars as he recovered the money. He was being sarcastic. How would I recover the money when you didn't act as the Attorney General? Somebody has said, look, we have $69 billion of Nigerian money in a bank account in America.
And the government did not take action.
Nothing. Look, it's in the media. If you look at Punch published the story. Punch published this story. Even when Buhari was in office, they did. I think if I would download it and send it to you, nothing was done.
It feels like the government you work for was a failure in that respect.
Why I have said so, that I was disappointed, because I believe so much in the former president, and I worked passionately for him.
But would you attribute the underdevelopment of our country today to corruption?
Why not? Look, if you can, somebody can take $69 billion out of Nigeria. If we have $69 billion, our universities will change, our polytechnics, our secondary schools, we'll have water, and this is just a tip. That is just a tip of the iceberg.
There are so much more.
And now, what do you feel?
Corruption.
After this broadcast, what do you feel? After this little clip, what do you feel?
I recovered were returned back.
Put your comment in the comment section. This is Chokitable there.
People will recover those.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
There was this case
We all love Nigeria. We want Nigeria to succeed.
S-class.
But
Mercedes-Benz
how do you think a country like this is going to succeed
houses, farms,
if all the resources has been stolen or is being stolen every day?
intelligence.
And the last time I saw in news, it was on this channel that I said money was being moved out of Nigeria in dollars every hour, revealed by the Interpol. What about that? And the amazing things is that these devilish criminals are still walking free in this society, while those appointed to check after them, to save the country from them, to save the masses from them, are the one being persecuted. Okay, like this broadcast, share it, and put on your notification button. God bless you as you do. May we all succeed. May Nigeria also succeed in our lifetime. Bye for now. See you next time.